I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Hey, Obi and Bubbles.
Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan362 Gamer Law presiding. And with me, of course, for D&D Night is Bubbles.
Hi guys.
And welcome to back to D&D. Crimson, thank you so much for those 21 months. What, at tier 2? Thank you for that tier 2 sub.
Woo!
How you doing this evening, Crimson? Also, do you get to work from home yet, Crimson? As it seems to be slowly moving that direction. Pretty good, but tired though? Fair.
So what are you waiting
It's
on?
been an interesting day. Just, you know, since basically once we start, I don't really look at chat anymore.
Ah,
Just giving time people pop in, have a little chit chat, let you finish your lesson. Do you have your laptop?
yeah, it's behind me.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that now, Crimson. You can work from home, but you have to be in meetings. That's how I am, where it's like, you can work from home, but not all the cases got continued, so make sure you come down here. And it's like, Ugh. Grab my monster manual. Just in case, maybe we won't need it. Maybe we'll go this whole session without needing a monster manual. That sounds likely, right?
No.
No, it does not. So, Bubbles, how are you doing this evening?
Meh. I'm fine.
Roboface?
Yeah.
Alright, so. Baby, why is there a black dragon?
Because apparently it didn't want me to. It like logged me out.
So, alright. So, when last we left our tiefling heroine, she had a lovely meeting with she finished up her lovely meeting with the gold dragon Tiendir in the cave. Got the kobolds to destroy the seeds of the Galthias that they were trying to propagate after she showed them how to. And then we did a bit of a time jumped ahead a couple years, where she, you know, was patrolling, all nice and calm, and heard sounds in the distance, went to investigate, and there was somebody cutting down one of the trees of her forest. With a couple guards. She managed to scare off one guard. Tried to be stealthy, got caught. Fighting ensued. Tali ripped a person open.
Yep.
And then the person chopping wood surrendered and gave warning. Lavari then saw that what once was another large forest across the open field had been burned to cinders. Was not there. Was dead. And as the woods woman walked away, warned that the town's export is lumber, so next time they may be back with more. And so Lavaria hopped on her owlbear and took off into her forest, trying to decide who she needed to speak to. And that's where we are.
Quick question.
Yes.
Which level am I playing at?
So you're still currently playing at your current level.
Okay.
So. How dare you break the immersion like that? How could you?
Don't even. Okay. Man, I was looking at all the spells.
It'll, unless things go real weird tonight, you'll need the other page later. But for now,
Okay.
you're not there.
Okay. I would have. Oh no, I just fought her.
You just fought her. You
Okay.
just fought her, hopped on your owlbear, and was taken off.
Yeah, I'm heading to the village, the elf village.
Heading towards the elf village.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like beelining it. Just
Yeah.
as fast as your owlbear can fly.
Well, I was
Quote unquote.
I was deciding if I wanted to guard the forest somehow.
Okay.
But I don't think I have anything that lasts for any amount of time.
Not that I am aware of.
No, I don't think I do. Okay, so I just go to the village.
Okay. As you're on your Totally just thundering through this forest, full blast, you make a perception check with advantage because it's your forest. 16. As you're beelining it for your forest, and you're basically going from the people village is on the east side of your forest, the elf village is on the west side of your forest.
Okay.
From slightly north, you see someone moving. They're a ways off, but you see someone moving very swiftly from a bit to the north. They're a good 120 feet or so through the forest. You just seeing them as they go between trees and whatnot. Heading in the same direction you are. They don't seem to be rushing, but they seem to be moving unhindered.
Interesting. What do they look like? What are they?
What would you say you rolled?
A 16.
16? Okay. So it appears to be they appear to be human. With just blonde hair. It seems to be a human male, blonde hair, but you mostly can just see his back because you're behind him. Rather fine clothes. Shades of shades of like light blue and green cloak.
Okay.
Just moving, you know, like, again, moving at a good pace.
I just give him a wide berth, so he doesn't notice me.
Okay. For well, you're with your owlbear going full blast. Are you still going full blast? Do you slow down?
Nope, full blast.
Okay, just
If
trying
he sees me, he sees me, but I'm avoiding it the best I can.
Um,
As I go to pass him,
mhm.
I use Druidcraft just to make a small animal sound off to his opposite side of me. Just
Okay.
to make me
okay.
a little less conspicuous.
Interesting. Okay. Give me a stealth with advantage.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Skills?
You're lucky I'm going with advantage
Oh dear.
considering you're barreling through here on an owlbear. Like,
Oh. 9.
so as you go to pass him, well, hold on. I guess I should.
Contest it.
Let's see. Yeah. As you go to pass him, you flick and you make the sound. There's this rustling, and his head snaps aside to look at what made the sound. And as he does that, Tolly steps on a large branch. So he immediately whips his head back around
Shit.
and sees you.
I just keep moving. I don't even slow. I don't stop. I just keep.
Do you even look at him?
Nope.
Okay. So, all right, you've taken off. You're well past him, and if you're not even looking, you don't even see him. So, takes you good. Gonna guess at full bear speed. Get there fairly quickly. Still takes you probably a good 10-15 minutes from that point to get there. But you arrive at the at the edge of the elf village, and all of your brothers are just sitting there on the edge of town.
Mhm.
Just sitting, all see you coming, and all just kind of in unison tilt their head, looking at you, see what, like, not understanding why you're here.
As I fly past them, because I'm not stopping. As I fly past them, I just shout at them to guard it.
They stare at you for a second, and then one of them's like, "Oh," and they all get up, and they don't move far, but they kind of spread out
Yeah, I'm like,
in
I
a
don't
line
need them to move.
and just face the woods, because they don't know, like, they don't know what they're expecting, they don't know what's coming.
Gosh darn. Okay.
From above, you hear, "Who goes there?
It's me.
Who's me?"
Guys, come on. What's the guard's name? I assume I know him.
I don't think the guard needed a name.
Just give me a generic name you like. Can be very American, that's fine. Gerald, it's me! I just go on past. I don't even
How many
slow.
times I gotta tell you it's Geralt? Gosh. Okay, so you go flying past. Where are you headed?
to... I can never remember his name. Alar's study. Because that's probably where he is.
Okay, well, this is the guard. This is the guard that's at the makeshift elevator to get you up there. So you can blow past him, but then you're not going anywhere.
Sorry, I thought we were still at the town entrance.
So
Village entrance.
again, like the entrance to the village is because the village is all in the trees.
Oh, well,
Remember?
yeah, it's just not how I pictured it in my head. Okay, I just pop off Tolly, tell him to stay, and go up the elevator.
You hop on the elevator and Tolly just sits down, staring at you. As the elevator starts to ascend, kind of waves at you. It's an agonizingly slow ascent when you're like, I gotta get up here, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Because it takes probably a good minute. You get to the top, and Gerald's just like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be guarding the forest."
Nope. Too late. Shit's going down.
What do you mean too late?
Like I
his
dealt with
the color just fades from his
I
face.
dealt with the immediate problem, but we have a bigger one potentially coming. We'll see. We'll see what Alar says, and Mama Wolf.
Fine.
Don't worry your little head about it. We got this.
Did you actually
Maybe.
did you actually stop to have this conversation, or did you just like?
I assume he was in the elevator with me.
No, he sent it down for you. This was after you reached the top.
Oh no! I said like half of that as I was moving.
What?
You'll find out later. I'm gonna keep moving.
You be here. Okay. As you get into the village, like there's not much in the way of going on. You're not seeing a lot of people.
I assume it's just because it's daytime and everyone's out foraging and doing daytime stuff.
You see even less than usual, but it may not be enough to really spring anything. As you reach the this Alar's study, I assume you're just pushing your way in.
Yeah, I'm not even. Nope.
As you push open the door, and right in front of you is Khmer's like, "Oh, huh,
Hey, come here. Stay put.
what? What?" Did you just like push past him?
Push past him.
Wait.
Stay.
There's no one else inside the study.
Where's Alar?
Well, I was trying to tell you before you insisted I just stay. It's good to see you too.
Shut your face. Where's Alar?
They're down at the council chambers.
Frick.
It's a meeting. I was actually on my way. I'm running late, so
Okay. So you have to be my liaison with this, because I assume I'm not allowed in the council chambers, right? Am I?
it's frowned upon.
Okay. So, I just had to beat up a woman who was trying to cut down trees of our forest. Apparently,
This forest or Sylvanas forest?
Sylvanas. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Like I got an axe to the thigh, which by the way I've bandaged. That
Come.
was just. Oh, am I coming with you this time?
At this point,
Okay.
he starts walking. He's like, "We're going."
Okay, cool. I just
keep.
Okay, so I battled off her and a couple of her cronies. One turned tail and ran like a smart coward. And she was telling me that a pair of dragons raised their forest on the far side of the village, and that the people are going to start cutting down Sylvanas' forest because of this. I told her I don't give two shits about her town and what they do and what they don't do. That's not my problem. But they cannot cut down this forest, because bigger things than me will hurt them.
Oh dear.
She didn't seem real convinced, but she left. So this this might be a problem. I mean, I can keep them off, but
At about this time, you're getting to the council chamber, and it's somehow they've taken a few different trees here and built, whereas most of the structures, most of the houses are all housed within one tree. This one is a platform that essentially is connected by 6 trees with walls built around it.
okay.
So it's much larger than all the other buildings that you're
Okay.
used to seeing here. And they've never let you inside it.
Okay.
As you approach, there's two elven guards with spears at the door. Just like one of the steps. Come here, Lavari.
Hey, Frank.
Do you need something? Frank, I'm terribly sorry. We need to get inside. It's the utmost. No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean,
Actually, I do exactly know what you mean by no.
I mean, no. You know we can't allow you to disrupt official business, and you and I both know, Lavar, you tend to be very disruptive.
Rude.
Am I wrong?
I tried to get Kamir just to come by himself. He brought me.
What is of such great importance?
The town folk are trying to cut down Sylvanas' forest.
No, really.
Yeah, really. Apparently dragons burnt their forest, so they thought they'd come over and, chop down a tree of Sylvanas's. So I injured one pretty badly, Tolly injured one pretty worse, and one turned tail and ran like a coward.
Wait, so they've seen you now?
Yeah, I had to stop them from beating down the forest. They knew who I am. They're the ones who ran me out.
Oh, this sounds like another fine mess you've gotten into.
Oh, don't you even start with me, Frank. Don't be rude.
At that, Kamir walks up, puts his hand on Frank. He's like, Frank, it is the utmost importance that we speak with the elders. And as Kamir takes his hand away, you see a little spark of green energy.
Ooh.
He's like, well, I guess it... Frank's like, well, I guess it can't be helped. Go ahead, step on in before it changed my mind. And him and the other guard just take the spears out of your way. Let the two of you pass.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. I hate doing that to people.
What'd you do to him?
Just a little suggestion, if you will.
Come here, that sounds like something I would do.
Well, we don't have much time now, do we? You're the one that said it was important.
I mean, they're cutting down trees.
As you make your way inside, you realize that while the outside had walls, there's not actually a roof in here.
It's just the top of the trees.
Yeah, it's canopy of trees, actually with a pretty good opening even in the canopy. So it lets in a lot of light. As you're pushing your way, working your way into the room, you enter at the back, and everyone's kind of circled around in a circle.
What?
Yeah. There's a circle of tables that wrap all the way around, with an opening on either end to allow people to go into the center to speak.
Okay.
And as you enter behind the people, and everyone seems to just be talking amongst themselves for right now. There doesn't seem to be anything of import happening quite yet.
Okay.
But you see Alar on the about at 3 o'clock as far as in the room,
Okay.
So you just start beelining.
Yeah,
it.
I just beeline it to Alar.
As you're beelining it to Alar, let me see your book. Remember the other name I gave. Need your book to remind me.
That's why I have a book. The Captain of the Guard?
Yep. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
As you're working your way past, you see Flair do kind of a double take and be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Phylar.
Father's like, "Whoa! What do you think you're doing in here? You do not belong in here."
Townsfolk
She just
are...
grabs your arm and starts pulling you out.
Townfolk are chopping down Sylvanas' forest.
I'm
I
so
shout this
sure.
loud enough for Alar to hear.
So, she's like pulling you away, not listening to you. Was it? And I'm sure you can manage it, can't you? Or is taking care of one forest still too much for you? And then there's a gust of wind.
Okay.
I feel like blows your hair. It kind of blows her braid into her face for a second. You hear Alar, just let her talk. Let her talk. Come here. Come here. And like he's right behind you. Like
I
he's
forgot how eccentric he was.
like yes. What was that, my dear?
So, the townsfolk
Uh-huh.
are chopping down Sylvanas' forest, or they're trying to. I stopped them.
Oh dear. Not again. Okay.
What do you mean again?
What? Nothing. Huh?
So they were babbling about dragons burning down their other forest.
Yes.
I told them.
Tiandir was afraid of this. Okay, well. Okay. Just her. Okay, come here. And he pulls you over to where he was before. He's like, okay, sit. And kind of sits you down. Kamir sits down on one side of you, and then Alar sits on the other. And Phylar is just glaring at you. Just
It's fine.
Constantly.
I don't even take notice.
Like I'm sorry. And he looks and like he can see the wounds you've got from
Oh
earlier.
yeah, I'm like bleeding. My thigh is still bleeding. Like I bandaged it, but it is still bleeding.
Like not asking. He sees that and he just kind of like grabs your leg on the cut.
Ew.
I assume LeVar makes that sound.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sorry. Here we go. This should make it better. And he goes ahead and he heals the wound.
Ooh, cool. How many hit points did I get back?
You get all 10 back. So you're back to. You are back to full health.
Okay.
You're still
no spell slots back, but full
Yeah.
health.
still no spell slots, but I think you only used 1 or 2, didn't you? Actually, you only used 1. You only used the moonbeam. So.
Yeah, the others were cantrips.
Oop, shoot, I can't. That's right, I can't scroll down. So he looks at you like, okay, so just sit tight and wait, and we'll once he arrives, then we can have this discussion.
Once who arrives? I say this to Kamir, because I assume Alar walks away.
He doesn't walk away, but he's now lost in jumping between a different
Sequels.
conversation and a book that he brought, and without any seeming rhyme or reason, I'm not really sure how he's following anything that's happening at this point.
That seems like him.
I don't know. I knew they said it was important, but that's all I was made aware of. Another 15 minutes pass of just waiting. You can see some of the elders are starting to get real antsy. Just sitting here
Like-
waiting.
What are they waiting on? Alar?
You don't know.
Okay.
But again, like, everyone seems to be waiting on someone.
Okay.
Finally, the doors across from where you'd come in, open, and in walks, an older gentleman with, a flowing silver cloak,
Okay.
stark white hair, and a beard that comes down and just comes to 2 points.
Weird. Okay.
He interested everyone. When you walked in, basically nobody paid any attention. When he walked in, everybody looked.
Okay.
Everybody looked, and there was just a hush over the room.
So he's clearly who they're waiting on.
And he walks in, he's like, are we still missing one? Is he late again? And I was like, oh, yes, sorry. What? You know him, he's always running late. I swear, you ancients always take your dear sweet time, don't you? Man, just...
So I'm guessing they're waiting on Tiandir. I say this to Kamir.
Can Tiandir come here?
Oh, can he? Can he not?
As the elderly gentleman laughs at that and then goes, sits down, and another elf brings him a cup of tea. He's the only person in here with tea. So, like, everyone else is sitting waiting for a meeting to happen. But for some reason, they were sure to bring him something. He just sits there, quietly, sipping his tea. You can watch as he bounces between eavesdropping on different conversations that are happening.
Okay.
About an hour of this goes by. And all of a sudden, through the same door that you came through, enters another human-looking male in cloaks of bright blue and green with bright blonde hair
Oh, shit.
and blonde long mustache.
I pretend not to notice him, not to recognize him. Though I lean over to Kamir and I say, I passed him in the forest on my way here.
And as you're saying this,
I tried to distract him.
he's walking around the circle. Everyone went quiet again. And Kamir just leans over and is like, who is he?
I hoped you would know.
I've never seen him before.
Are you sure?
And he comes all the way over Philar doesn't do anything. She actually stands at attention as he walks by.
Okay. I mean, she's the captain of the guard. I don't. Like, is she a part of this meeting, or is she just, like, there for security? I assume she's a part of this meeting, now that I say that.
You would know enough about the inner workings to know that everyone who's here are all leaders
Of some sort.
of some sort in this community.
Okay.
Either leaders or people of high esteem. So you probably at least are assuming that it's because of her status and not
Okay.
just as security, because there's also plenty of security around.
Yeah.
As this gentleman gets close to you, which doesn't help that Alar is sitting right next to the opening to enter the circle.
Mm-hmm.
But so as this man comes closer to you, he nods at Alar, and Alar nods to him. Alar, stop talking. And gentleman, as he starts to go into the circle, leans down to you, and in your ear is like, "That was a good try, Lavari."
Oh, shit.
And walks into the center of the circle.
Huh.
We're just looking at you like,
Could he hear him?
he heard him call you by your name,
Okay.
but that's all he's got.
To Camille, I whisper, he knew I tried to trick him.
But who is he?
I have no idea. He was just walking through the forest, his eyes on my way here. I thought that maybe I didn't know who he was, so I thought I'd just make him not notice me. I wasn't very stealthy. It was fine.
As he entered from the one side, the other gentleman who had entered before enters into the circle from the opposite side. So they both enter the middle of the circle about the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as they both reach the center of the circle, they look out, and the one with the blonde hair looks out to everyone's like, "We appreciate once again you all hosting us for this coming event. As you know, it is a rarity for any of us to get to meet. And so we appreciate you all providing a safe haven during these trying times."
I look at Kamir, hoping he has any inkling of what's going on.
Kamir looks at you and shrugs and...
Good. Okay.
Before we begin, is there any matters that need to be mentioned? Since, as you all know, me and my compatriot here can be a little long-winded. And as it slowly goes around the circle of each leader speaks in turn, saying no, and everyone seems hesitant to say anything more than just
No.
more than just nothing from, and then saying whichever department they're representing.
Okay.
And then it gets around to Alar. And Alar just chuckles. Well, well, we are happy as always to host the ancients whenever they feel the need to use our space. That said, I do hazard to say, there may be one small matter that needs addressed. Lavari?
I just go completely wide-eyed. Yes?
Was there not a problem that you
Yeah.
you brought?
So I was patrolling the forest, and I heard some odd noises, and I investigated, and there were townsfolk from like the little town chopping down Sylvanas' trees.
And you see the one with the blonde hair start stroking one of his long sides of his mustache. I see. The other one starts, he starts stroking his beard by pulling the two corners together. But then even when he like smooths it out together, when he lets go, it still pops into two distinct spots.
Are they like whiskers? Like
They appear to be hair. It appears to just.
But like country whiskers, or are they like well groomed and?
It's well groomed.
Okay.
It seems they both seem well groomed.
Okay.
Just long. For both of these gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
Afraid of what?
And at that point, the one in silver pipes up. I told you it was a terrible decision to burn down their forests. And what other choice did I have? If the whole forest hadn't been overrun with Galthias plants, then there wasn't been a problem to begin with. Which was your job to make sure they didn't end up outside of your area.
Can we start at the beginning, please?
They ignore you entirely. Listen, I'm tired of you pointing fingers at me,
Hey!
dear.
Both of you! Start at the beginning! What the hell is happening?
The one in silver looks aghast as how dare you.
But I know Tiandir.
The one who's blonde gives you a smirk. Child, do you recall back when we met?
Yes.
And how I had been wounded?
Yes.
By the time you had come across me in my cave, I'd only just finished making a difficult choice. That very night, I had, in an attempt to prevent the spread of the Galthias prodigy. Nope, that's the word. Progeny. That's the word I wanted. Galthias progeny, had gone to the forest across the way to find out how bad the spread was. Did so in this form, as he gestures to his human form. And met more than a little resistance.
this was where? In the fields?
No, the forest across the field.
Oh, well, I was thinking about what are now fields, so, okay. Like, on
It's-
the edge of the town.
No, it's actually in the middle of the forest.
But not Sylvanas'
The
forest.
burnt one.
The
The one-
burnt one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
the one
okay.
the one that's been the one that you've only now seen has been laid to waste.
Yeah, okay.
And well, after much resistance, I saw no other course of action but to raise it.
Because of the Gothias plan?
It was my hope to keep it from spreading further. You do not see more of that blight around here. Which point, the other one pipes up. You still acted too hastily. There's no need to do that. We could have sent parties in there. We could have sent this girl. And he gestures to you. Could have sent this girl. We could have sent any of the Elven army. I'm sure they could have handled it.
And who are you?
Someone with more age and wisdom than looks around than the collective of this entire room, actually.
Doesn't tell me who you are, though.
It's no concern of yours.
Kind of is if you're trying to either recruit me for some protection detail or your actions are sending people to kill my forest.
He breathes, and you actually see some flame come out of this human mouth.
Cast Dragon's Breath on myself and do the same. I do some sparks.
Okay, you have to mark off a spell slot.
That's fine.
It's a level 2.
It's a skill. I need a spell. Oh, it's my last level too. Okay. That's
Wait.
fine.
When you do it, as you do that, the Man in Silver gets
The what? Oh man.
just angry, and you feel Kamir next to you just tense. It's not the kind of situation he was looking forward to. But Tiendir just oh, Lavari. You're too much sometimes. Actually, and he comes and starts walking towards you. Would you be willing to give me a hand?
Yeah.
And he puts his hand on top of your head. 'Cause are you still sitting, or have you stood up?
Oh, I've stood up.
Okay.
Once I shouted, I stood up.
Okay, then he puts his hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Turns back around. What do you think of using this one? Are you completely mad? This one has no regard for anything, has no regard for our traditions or our ways. And Phila, who's just been standing in the corner, Silent takes a step forward, and is like, I can attest the fact she has no regard whatsoever for hierarchy or command or anything that makes the world civilized.
You would say that, Phylar.
As Tindir kind of looks up and down. It's like, well, how about we have ourselves a little competition? You don't need her for her philosophy or for her wit or even to agree with you. You need assistance. So how about we see if she's up to stuff. Ayla. Yes. Do you think she's up to snuff yet? I mean, she's come a long way by now, but I don't know. Like, he grabs your arm, kind of like looking at it, like he's inspecting you. I don't. Maybe I don't know. What kind of test do you have in mind? Tindir turns and looks at Phylar and who's one of your better soldiers? She's like, oh, you want one of my stronger people? That could be easily arranged. You can just see she's not even hiding this grin that's coming across her face. Then how about we head to the arena? Do you feel like showing them what you're made of?
Sure.
Come. And all of the elders start looking at each other like you hear the hum and the whisper. It's like, do we come? I don't know.
Yeah. I look at you all and go, yeah, come on.
And as they start to stand up, the one in silver goes, I don't think that's quite necessary for all of you to come.
Oh, come on. Are you so scared that I'll do well?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious. I care not about you or any of that, but if my recollection of the arena here is to be remembered, which it is, seating is limited, and these important people have important things they should be doing.
They can
So we've
stand.
wasted
Come
enough
on.
of their time. Nonsense. This is their day off, and a little entertainment for them, I'm sure. Plus, they get to see how their military stacks up against one of the guardians of their nearby forest.
I think this will be fun.
Never were the pragmatic one, were you, Tindir? Not in the slightest. And so, like, they all start to stand up, start picking up their things. But as they're doing that, Tindir and the one in silver just start walking out.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I go out to the arena. I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
So you're just gonna go ahead and follow them out?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're on your way out, Kira comes up behind you. Do you know what you're doing?
Maybe not. I don't know. It'll be
Maybe
fun.
not. But what?
What's wrong?
You're gonna
Come
give
here.
me a I swear.
Like, that would be unfortunate, bud. I think you'll be okay, though.
Just be careful. They don't like giving, they don't, you know we're limited on healing here, right? Like,
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm all healed up. I don't have a lot of spells, but...
but you also do realize that Philar has been looking for the opportunity
Oh, I know.
to mess you up for quite some time now, right?
How much you want to bet that she's gonna put me against Kath? How many times have you, me, and Kath sparred?
You do realize that you and I usually gang up on him, and that's how
It's fine.
it ends up all right, right?
I'm sure.
Alright. If you think it'll be okay.
It should be.
About this time, you get to the edge of the tree line, and it opens up, and you can see out past the trees. There's a clearing, and I guess for visual sake,
Yes, give us visuals.
There's a small lake, and in the center of it is a ring. It's an
Okay.
arena. So it's more like it's really more like there's a moat around
The arena.
this arena, which appears to just be made on top of what looks like a giant stump.
Okay.
And so as you walk out there, they bring out a board, and they lay it down across so that you can cross over without having to walk through
Okay.
the water. And we're just gonna go ahead and just boop you right there.
Okay.
And as you get out there, and
Before I cross over, where is Tiandir? Is he on the side?
yeah, Tiandir is over here. Is about the only little outcropping that sticks out a little bit. And a couple chairs have been brought out.
Okay.
One for him and one for the other.
Before I cross over, I walk up to Tiandir. I go, Tiandir, anyway, you can give me a little boost to bring me back up to my normal fighting power, considering I just fought off some people out of Sylvanas' forest.
Let's see how you do first.
Oh, shit. Come on, Tiandir, don't do me dirty like this.
As you say that, as he goes to sit down, he says over his shoulder, "Well, then maybe next time you won't blow your magic on little theatrics." He just says it smiling.
I stick out my tongue at him.
As you stand there for a minute, because it's taking some time before anybody shows up to challenge you. And as you're standing there, you've gone back down to surface level, and you notice Tolly wanders over and is now sitting on the edge of the.
I give him a whistle. Just an acknowledgement whistle.
Just plops down. She starts like pawing at the water.
He would.
A couple more minutes go by, and you see Philar start walking to the opposite side, with what seems like a small company of soldiers. And two soldiers cross the armament and end up standing on the opposite side
Okay.
from you. You just hear her say, "These shouldn't be a problem for you now, will they?"
Probably not, no.
They're both standing there, spears in hand. You see Tiendir whispering to the man in silver.
I'm at this point, I'm assuming he's just another dragon. Because he got called an ancient, so.
And as everyone's just standing there, waiting, what do you do?
So has the company passed over to where I'm at, or are they still on the opposite shore? Philar's company.
So they walked all the way around the circle
Okay.
to the opposite side, and then dropped another board on the opposite side to let these two
Oh, okay.
cross
Sorry.
over onto the arena.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait. Because I assume there's gonna be like a go signal.
Another few beats pass.
Nothing?
And the two soldiers stomp their spears on the ground twice in unison,
Okay.
level them at you, and then the man in silver stands up. All right, let's get this nonsense done with. And now you need to roll initiative.
Okay. I need to get to my initiative page. I think it's only one. 9.
Okay. Then you get to go first.
Cool. Entangle.
Entangle. Okay. Where on?
Ah!
What is the range on that?
I guess how far are they away? How big is this arena?
So let's see. Each square is 5 feet. So we got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. About 60 feet in diameter.
Oh, cool. This is 90 feet. And how far apart are they?
5, 10, 15. It's 15 feet between them, so they're at 25 feet.
25 feet?
Yeah.
Damn it. I think you lucked and you cheated.
I
You
didn't.
metagamed.
I didn't. I
Okay.
just happened to space them out. That's all I did.
Man! Okay. Dang it, I don't have any second level spells. Shit. Why was Dragon's Breath a second level spell? I learned it when I was
You learned it, but I'm pretty sure I let you learn it, but it was still a second level spell.
was it?
Double check.
Shouldn't I get an extra slot for it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I know you're not sure. But what you doing?
I'm thinking. I'm waiting to see if it.
Nope, second level spell.
Dang it.
See, second level spell with a casting time of 1 bonus action. Technically should have required verbal, somatic, and material components.
Well, my material components were in my bag. In my many pockets that I have.
I mean, you can use your druidic focus to...
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to then... How far? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 5, they're 40 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I can move.
Yeah, you have movement.
Okay. How far can I move it? 30 feet?
It's on your...
30 feet. Okay. I can't get quite close enough. Okay. I'm going to run up as close as I can.
Just straight up the middle?
Yes.
Because it's 5,
1, 2.
10, 15, 20, 5, 30.
Okay.
So, for the sake of letting you know, because of how movement works, if you ran at the diagonal,
Yeah.
you would also be able to get to one or the other of them, if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Run at the diagonal.
Which one do you want?
It doesn't matter. The left one. Boop. I'm going to shillelagh my staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat him.
Okay, then
I'm
roll.
gonna whack him.
Roll an attack.
Oh, I'm on Pathfinder. What do I add here? It's not my base attack bonus anymore.
No, it's actually if you bring up, should tell you.
Spellcasting ability instead of strength. What's my spellcasting ability?
Ooh.
5?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. 8.
You swing your staff at him, and he takes his spear and just parries it.
Shucks.
Cause your staff to just crack on off the ground.
Yeah.
Then you just hear from the side, is that all she's got?
Rude.
The one you attacked goes to attack you. And as he goes after parrying and just goes for a straight stab at you, which you just lean right out of the way, take your staff, push it to the side,
Good.
and deflect. As this one comes running around to flank you,
Okay.
and he will also take a swing at you. Takes a swing at you, goes right past your shoulder, and actually puts a little cut into the other guy.
Good.
He rolled a natural 1.
Yep.
So
So 1 point damage.
it's a flavor text. It's a flavor text.
Ah, cheater.
I'm not cheating. You're wanting me to cheat by changing the levels of spells and giving you extra slots.
Yeah, well. That's what happens when your husband's a DM. When it's only you in a campaign, you should get special treatment.
I can give you special treatment either way.
Yeah, well.
Okay, but now we're
Okay.
back to the
Back to me. Spells. Okay. They are both real close to me, so I'm going to entangle both of them.
Okay, what's your verbal component?
Grow.
Okay. So you take your staff, and you.
Oh no, I'm doing this Elsa style, where I like raise a hand and it like brings up the vines
Okay.
from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You don't get to take my
Then-
role playing.
Oh, then do it.
I'm doing it. So I pull an Elsa, like when she's making Olaf from the snow and building giant staircases. I'm gonna raise my hand up and just be like, grow.
As the vines, all of a sudden, and where's your focal point? 'Cause it's a 20-foot square, but where's your focal point on the map?
How far apart are they?
Right now they're 10 feet because you are in between them. So
I'm going
a
to move first.
a 15-foot square
Okay.
will encompass them both.
I'm going to move first. I'm going to back myself out of the square. So back me towards that way.
This way,
Yeah.
they will get an attack of opportunity on you. Both of them.
But entangle won't entangle me, right?
Oh, let's say. Duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. For the duration, these plants. I'm gonna say for the sake of this that they won't entangle you.
Okay.
Because
at the very least,
someone
I would
else-
be able to move out of the difficult terrain easily, being a forest child. Because I
Yeah, I'll
would
let
use
you-
plants from my forest.
I'll let you go with that.
Okay.
Like you don't control what the plants are that grow out.
You don't know that. I could. It's also within my forest bounds. It would have been my forest plants.
You're not in your forest, you're in their forest.
Okay, so
But no, I will say that you will be it will not limit your movement
Okay,
to do so.
I'm going to entangle them.
Okay. Where is the focal point where you're standing?
Yes.
Okay. So as you Elsa spin around and Velcro, these vines just start reaching up, grabbing at them.
Strength
Let's
checks.
see.
13.
13? That's one, and
It's a natural one.
that was a natural one. The one guy is just having a bad day.
Yeah, he is.
Not only does it reach up and grab him, it actually, like, also, one of the vines hooks onto his spear, and he's trying to free it. The other one is, like, trying to rip his feet out from the vines, but also seems to be trapped there in it.
Okay. Do I get a bonus action? I never know how bonus actions
So you
work.
have a bonus action, but bonus actions are limited in what you can do with them.
I want to cast Shillelagh. That is a bonus action.
It is. Did you
One bonus action.
cast Shillelagh last turn? You cast.
Yes, I guess I did. So,
So
never
it
mind. I'm
allows-
still Shillelagh.
Yeah, you're still Shillelagh.
I am. I'm gonna try to startle them.
Casting time for Thaumaturgy is an action.
Ah, dang it. Okay, so never mind. I'm good then.
Do you still want to move? Because you're still where you were.
Oh, yeah, let me move where I was saying before.
Okay. Again, they still will get the attack of opportunity on you.
Even though they're grappled? They're entangled?
They're entangled, but it goes around their feet.
Well, the one has a spear that's gone.
The one who's got his spear entangled, I will say he's got disadvantage on the attack because he's gonna have to rip his spear out and then attack you with it. But
Be restrained. A creature restrained by opponents can use its action to make a strength check. They can't move. They're restrained.
let's see.
The problem is I don't know what restrained is in D&D.
And that's why we're gonna go to the book. This one's not helping. Where's my handbook?
Conditions. Restrained. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and a creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Oh, there you go.
Disadvantage on dex saving throws.
So
So
they'll
they can
both
attack,
have
but-
disadvantage. I was like, I figure they could still attack. They just
Yeah, it won't go very well.
so yeah, they
That's
both
fine.
still get
I'll
opportunity
move.
attacks. But
yeah,
all right,
I'm actually gonna move up.
you're gonna move up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you move, this one gets to go first. He's been having such a good day so far. What's your armor class?
14.
Nope, he can't. He can't seem to free his spear from
Good.
the tangles. Where are you trying to head to?
Just like a little closer than that.
A little closer
Back
to them
up.
than
Yeah. Nope. Go see the inner ring.
that? Uh huh.
Go see where that post is to my right. There. Go on the top of that. Nope. Up. To the left. Too far. Like where the line is. Where the stone in between the stone pieces.
Okay.
But like.
The problem is this is a grid,
Oh.
and
Then that's good then.
that's how a movie works. It moves in a grid.
Okay, that's fine then.
Since D&D's your heart, you have to move in increments of 5 feet.
What? Lame.
And then the other one would have also gotten his attack. What'd you say your armor class was?
14.
As you move, he manages to just wrench his spear free and takes a slice at you, cuts right across your arm. You suffer 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And is that good?
Yes.
Okay. They are going to... The guy who's having no luck today is going to try and free himself again. And finally he wrenches his spear free and like stabs out the vines at his feet, managing to free himself.
Mm-hmm.
And gets over to here, staying out of your range, but getting
Yeah.
on one side of you. Other one, seeing what he does, tries to do the same thing. Wrenches his foot free,
Mm-hmm.
falls off balance, and falls face first into the thorns,
Good.
and has to spend the rest of his turn just trying to get up from that position.
Good.
So, it's your turn. This dude is still... This one over here on the left is the one that attacked you
Okay.
and hit. This is the one who's been having a bad day, but finally
Good.
managed to get himself free. So, it's your move.
Okay. I will. The one on the left is the bad day. He's stuck.
One on the left
Okay.
is stuck. The one on the right is the one who's been having a rough time of it, but managed to get free.
Okay. I'm going to Thunderwave the one on my right.
On your right or the right? Because you'd be facing this.
That one. Nope.
That one. Okay.
15-foot cube has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. What's he have to beat?
13.
Okay, roll your damage.
Jeez. Scared myself. 2d8. Okay. Well, let me find my 8. Where's my... There it is. Four. Thunder damage. What?
Shoot them damage. And is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Oh yeah, push him away.
And you said it was this one.
Yeah.
So he was flying back, actually like teeters on the edge of the platform for a second before righting himself. Which one of these is... Okay, so that's 4 points of... It's 4 points of damage on him.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay, the one that's now closer to you is going to attempt to free himself again. You say it was a dexterity of 9? Or, sorry, of 13?
Yes, 13.
He can't seem to get his feet free. He's struggling there. He's stabbing it, but as each time he stabs a vine, another one grows over on him. It just can't get
You
anything
just
done.
can't get it.
This one, who was knocked backwards and about fell off the edge, is like, okay, fine, you want to do it that way, and just comes just gunning for you. Swings his spear wildly, and... Ooh. Gets you right across the other arm, doing 5 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage, excuse me.
Ooh. Ouch.
Wrong one.
Okay. I'm just going to Shillelagh beat him.
Okay, roll your attack.
— 19.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
1d8 plus 3. 9.
9 points of damage.
9 points of
Be magical bludgeoning damage, I'm pretty sure.
magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay. How are you attacking?
He's all up on me, right?
Yep.
Huh. There we go. I am going to stab him in the gut and then uppercut so that he goes into the water.
Okay.
It's like one big
yeah.
fluid movement.
I'll
need it to be one movement.
I'll give it to you, only because that was enough to do it.
Yeah, I know that would normally be 2 attacks.
And so you hit him as you flourish above your head, come up with a crack. You knock him literally off the ground, and he falls back and plummets into the water.
I whistle to Tali to go get him out of the water so he doesn't drown.
Tali kind of looks up and scratches his ear as someone else goes down and gets him.
Okay. As long as someone's getting him, I didn't want him to die.
Yeah, he is... Ooh, come here. He is donezo, and now it's just you and this other dude who finally manages to cut away at the vines at his feet, and now is just leveled his spear at you, waiting. Doesn't move,
Okay.
but he's no longer restrained.
Okay. But he's not
He's not moving.
moving. Okay, so I will run up and shillelagh him.
Here, or here, or here.
Like right in front. Nope, so I can shillelagh him off the edge if I need to. I think he's too far away. But just closest, just directly to him.
I can say if you go this way, if you're wanting to ultimately knock him off the edge, this way would let you go at an angle, whereas this way you'd have to go all the...
Yeah, that's fine. The angle then.
As you appear and you shillelagh, roll your attack.
Oh, attack. $11.
11. He takes his spear, clinks you to the side.
I got ahead of myself and rolled my damage first, and it was an 8.
That's what you get for getting ahead of yourself.
Okay, go on.
clings to the side, spins his spear around, goes to thrust the spear into you, clips your side with it as you try to
Ow.
roll out of the way. You take another 5 points of damage.
The heck? Okay. I'm gonna Thunder Wave him. We're not messing around anymore.
Okay.
And it's 2d8. What happened to my d8?
It's a Constitution save.
Yes. 6. If he fails.
6, and so you take your. What do you do for Thunder Waves? You just like clap your hands. Is that what you said before?
Yeah.
You clap your hands and say boom.
Yeah.
So you clap your hands. As you go to clap your hands, he watches you do this and hunkers down and braces himself for it.
Rude!
Absorbs it. You watch his feet scoot, but the vines actually keep him from scooting that far back.
Dang it! So he takes 6
He
points.
took 3 points.
Sorry, 3 points damage.
Took 3 points, and he swings at you again. But this time, like he may have withstood your attack, but it rattled him. So he swings. He just goes real wide. Like he wasn't even close to that. He's clearly shaken, but. So what you?
I will. I'll Thunder Wave him again.
Again.
Yeah, again.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage. What does he need to?
A 13.
Okay.
13 Constitution.
What's the damage?
7.
Can you pull up the spell for me? I was hoping you to tell me if it was rounded up or down. Because as you go to do it again, he hunkers down again, watching it happen. Like this is the third time you've done this fight.
Okay.
Hunkers down. I'll let it be rounded up.
I was gonna say it probably should be rounded down.
I'll let it be rounded up because he's
Entangled.
he's starting to have a rough day. Things are not going great right now.
Okay.
But he's doing better than I expected. He's kind of quaking. He's kind of wavering. But he takes another wide swing at you, and as he swings for your head, you just duck right underneath it.
Yep. I immediately turn around and shillelagh him.
Alright.
Like before he even finishes his swing, I'm over there shillelaghing.
Shillelagh.
But I miss entirely.
Why would you get to that?
A 1. So it'd be a 6.
We both know that's not how natural ones work.
No, it's not, but I can pretend.
As you duck under, you're like, this is gonna be so cool. As you swing for him, he realizes he missed, brings it down, and clacks your staff to the ground.
Can I punch him for an attack of opportunity? No. Since his staff is down?
No.
Just right in the nose.
No.
Just a pop.
You're not a monk, not a fighter.
Anyone can attack with their hands.
They can, but you're a druid, so you only get one attack in your
dang it.
turn. For right now.
You're no fun.
That's how it works. I'm sorry. But he's gonna go take a swing at you, and because you were right there, he's got your arms pinned. Ooh. He spins it around, brings a slash right across your face. Mouse, don't give me problems right now. You suffer 6 points of piercing damage.
Hey, that's rude. Okay. I'm gonna shillelagh again.
Okay.
With a different dice this time. Nat 20!
Okay, roll damage.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 3. 6.
Okay. Do you want to describe it, or do you want me to do it?
You can do it this time.
As he hits you right across the face with the spear, you roll with it as best you can, flourish around yourself, and just come around, hit him so hard in the stomach that he just goes flying back. Teeter's on the edge here.
Okay.
Is just barely holding on. Anything you wanna?
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to just push some wind at him.
This gentle breeze comes from your hand, and he tumbles backwards
Perfect!
into the water.
Perfect! Sploosh.
Any words for your?
Nope.
Just stand there.
I'm just standing there. I may like walk to the center.
You see all the nobles just kind of lightly
Politely clapping.
golf clapping. You see Tiendir leaning over and whispering to the man in silver. And then you see Alar over there just being like,
Thumbs up.
just giant thumbs up, big old grin on his face.
Being Alar. Being goofy.
Tolly's like rolling around.
Of course he is.
You notice that sometime between when you started that and now, he's clearly gotten a fish out of the moat that's around the thing.
That sounds
Because
about
he's not
right.
on the fish.
That sounds about right. That sounds a very Tolly thing to do.
So now you start hearing Tinder talking in non-hushed tones. He's like, so, I think she's proven her worth. He's like, well, I guess if these are the best soldiers that the elves would have to offer. And you turn and you look, and Phylar's standing there, like, that was merely the warm-up of what we have.
Of course.
As one elf starts coming out, a bit more... He seems a bit more commanding than the one you just fought.
Okay.
With a pretty massive sword at his side.
Good.
Well, if we're going to be going this route... And Tendir stands up, starts walking over towards the side where you entered in.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest we at least give the combatants an opportunity to rest before going immediately into the next fight.
I agree.
Do you say that, or you...
No, I just kind of think that to myself.
Philar just smiles, says, "But of course, we need this to be as fair as it could be, considering."
I hold my tongue. This one time, I hold my tongue.
The planks are put back down so you can exit the circle.
Okay.
Do you exit or just stay in there?
Now I exit.
Okay. As you exit, you get over to Alar, and he's like, "Oh, well done. You did just fantastic. It was wonderful job. I mean, could have done. Well, you have more spells, and I don't know why you just didn't. I guess you just have a thing about your Thunderwave. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong.
No,
with
no,
Thunderwave.
I was tired from fighting off the bitches who were cutting down my forest.
Oh, yes. You just mentioned that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have challenged them then. Well, whatever that might be. And Tinder just comes over, like, puts a hand on. And he's like, "Hello there. Come with me for a moment." Just kind of grabs you and ushers you along.
Mhm.
And actually brings Alar along too. But Alar is just looking confused.
Like normal.
Alar doesn't normally look confused. He looks scattered.
Okay.
And so he leads you over to the edge of the forest. Just past the tree line. So you're out of sight. And Tinder looks at you. Looks back towards the arena, is like, "I'm afraid this next fight looks like it's gonna be a bit more difficult than what you're used to."
You think? I mean, I've dealt with some pretty good things in the forest, but like, yeah.
Alar, can you handle this? Can you fix her up? With a little arcane, almost like you feel like a zap.
Mhm.
Kind of starts you, but it does heal you up.
Like spells and everything.
No, it heals it fixes your HP. You can go over and it will still just...
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it'll just heal you to what you can be healed.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. What about my spells?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
You see Tiandir, he takes a finger, and like his finger, while like his hand is completely human, you watch the one finger kind of turn into a small dragon claw.
Okay.
He's like, "I think you're gonna need more than what you're used to." And he touches you, and it kind of pierces you a little bit, and you take a point of damage.
Okay.
But as he takes it away, like, there's this gust of wind, and you feel the nature energy stronger than you've ever felt it before.
Ooh.
You can switch to your other character sheet now.
Yeah. How do I... Oh, that's where short rest and long rest are. D&D Beyond.
What you doing?
I was going to change my portrait to the one I just made. I didn't realize there were actual tiefling portraits to choose from. I've never looked at
You're
this.
doing this now?
No, I don't have to.
He kind of looks at you like, maybe right before a fight wasn't the time to do that. Oh well. As he says that, Kamir comes over. It's like, are you coming? They seem like they're ready for you. As you're feeling like all this energy like pulsing through you,
Yeah.
trying to get used to it, Tinya's like, well, no time like the present. And starts pushing you out.
Oh no!
And in the center of the arena is an elven guard that you've seen before,
Mm-hmm.
but you've never met. Don't know the name of.
Okay.
But where most of the other elves are in simple leather armors, you know he's at least got chainmail underneath his,
Okay.
and you can see it. And again, whereas many of the guards have spears and a bow, this one, he carries a bow, but he also carries a large sword.
Okay.
And he just stands there looking distinguished, holding the hilt of his sword, just standing, waiting.
Okay.
And as Tiandir's ushering you out here, this is pushing you along, and just kind of pushes you at the edge of the ramp as he goes and just starts walking back to his seat.
Oh, okay. Cool. I guess I just enter the ring like...
Okay, as you get into the ring, here, places! And so as you get to right where we've got you right here, where... Ooh, that's weird. The way you're both on opposite sides of the circle. There's a hush, there's murmuring happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear one in silver. You're like, now let's see what she's really got. Begin!
Oh, shit.
Roll initiative.
Okay. Nat 20. So 21.
You're lucky.
Why?
He rolled really well.
Hmm.
But you get to go first.
Okay, alrighty. Spells. He's a long way away. I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
As close as I can.
5, 10, 15, 20. You can get right up on into melee range with him if you want to.
I want to back up. Am I 60 feet away from him to start?
You're 30 feet away.
Okay. Oh, that's... I'm getting there.
I'm just letting you know.
I saw it.
I'm sorry.
Give me a chance. These are new.
For those of you while Bubbles is going through trying to decide how she wants to start this fight, she's switched to a level 8 version of her character, which we have for a game that we're playing this weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to do spike growth. So the ground is made difficult for the duration. When a creature moves into it or within it, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet. It is camouflaged to look natural. It must make a wisdom check against your spell save DC to recognize it as a hazardous terrain.
Okay. Where is the center of your?
Of my 20-foot circle?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a 20-foot radius circle, so it's a 40-foot diameter.
How do you know that?
20-foot radius.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. How big would you say that inner circle is?
Well, let's just see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. About 40 feet.
I would like it in the center of that circle.
This entire circle is now hazardous.
Yes.
Okay. Do you...
So that's my action.
You know you can... When you have it pulled up, you can just hit cast. At the
Yeah, I
phone.
know.
Okay.
I'm also going to... cast Shillelagh on my stuff.
Okay, and then are you going to move it all?
Nope. I want him to come to me.
Okay. So he pulls out his great sword, twirls it in the air, and you said it was a wisdom saving throw? Or a wisdom check?
A wisdom perception check.
It says difficult terrain.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like difficult terrain.
Right.
He has
He
to
doesn't
do
notice
the
it.
perception check to see if he notices it.
Right. So, because he doesn't notice, what does he have to beat for
14.
14? Okay, no, his
I
passive
assume-
perception's not that high.
Yeah, I was just say I assume maybe your passive perception.
Yeah, I'm like, if his... Yeah, no, his passive perception's not that high. So, not realizing it, he starts going for you. Can only get about halfway because it's difficult terrain. Realizes there's a problem, but also realizes there's not much he can do about it.
Okay.
So just uses the dash action to get the rest of the way to you.
Okay. I mean, he still has to.
Yeah, what was the...
Take damage.
Do you want to roll the damage on that?
Yes. Spike growth. So it's 2d4 for every 5 feet.
For every 5 feet?
For every 5 feet.
Don't know if you read that part before. Go ahead though.
I
He
mean,
wouldn't know that.
I
so it
mean,
doesn't
he
matter.
would know it was hurting.
He would know it was hurting.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason I would that he would know. So it's not like it would change what I was doing.
Like, I mean, if it's hurting him, I don't want him. Like, he would stop. He wouldn't keep going if it hurt, right?
Every 5 feet, he's on 30 feet. So that's every 5 feet.
Every 5 feet.
That's so excessive.
Yeah, like it's pokey.
That's super pokey.
So he's not gonna go very far because it hurts. I would give him maybe
we're gonna-
10 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. He rushes about 10 feet.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11?
11 points.
That was a really good 44 there, sweetheart.
A 4, a 3, 2 threes. And then whatever the leftovers is.
He realizes there's a problem.
Oh yeah, it's piercing, if that makes a difference.
Does not for him. He realizes there's a problem and stops bends at the knees. And takes a leap backwards the direction he came.
Okay.
And lands about where he started. And just readies himself. Because he's used all his movement at this point.
Okay.
I guess he hasn't. I guess he wouldn't have used his action. So let's see if he can see what's going on.
Okay.
What would you say to get for perception?
14.
Okay.
My turn?
Yep, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast darkness. Magic of darkness spreads from the point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. A creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it. If Okay. I'm gonna cast it on him. I can cast it on an object. That you're holding, or one, if the point you choose is on an object you're holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. Oh.
Isn't being worn or carried.
Yeah. So you can either hold it or so I'm just gonna cast it.
What's your verbal component?
Good night.
As you say goodnight, he just kind of looks at you, confused, and then he sees nothing. And you don't see him.
I have dark vision.
Magical darkness.
A creature with dark.
Vision can't see through this.
Ah, okay, hold on. Where'd that? Where was that? Okay, I don't want to do that then.
We'll just have to keep in mind it's not designed for you to take it back.
Yeah.
Game's not designed for you to do take backs.
No, it's not. Can I do my bonus action first?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Druidcraft behind him for a...
Druidcraft is an action.
Didn't I have one that was a bonus action?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Which is currently still active, but if you wanted to recast it, you can start the timer again.
No, I'm okay. Do the spike growth count as plants?
Can you pull up the spell?
No, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste the 3rd level spell for that.
You don't,
Hold on, I gotta uncross my legs.
you don't want to use it. You don't want to blow a 3rd level spell right now?
No. I will. I will cast Thorn Whip
Okay.
for 2d6 of damage. What? Oh, that's duh. Oh, I
Okay.
need to make a melee attack.
Yeah.
If the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature 10 feet closer. I'll pull him through the vines and you take more damage.
Okay, where is your... There it is. Nice attack. I guess... Thornwhip tells you what the... You had this +6 to hit, so... What'd you get?
7. With the natural 1.
So you pull out this little thorn branch and you whip it out, and all of a sudden this long whip spirals out at him, wraps around his sword. He takes his armored arm
Okay.
and brushes the sword along it, letting him cut through the vine and free both himself and that.
Okay. That's not going well with my plans. I believe it is his turn though.
Slip my hand. He starts running around the circle. 6, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Actually, it's just enough movement to get right up on you, just running the outside circle. He had to use a dash action, so he doesn't have any attacks left.
But he figured it out.
He actually lucked out.
That feels unfair.
Well, he realized he couldn't run straight at you, so he was just running the long way around.
Okay. I guess that works.
It just happened to be that your spell was in a circle instead of in a square.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have gotten caught in it. So he's up to you, but it's your turn, and he isn't able to attack you yet.
Okay. I will... shillelagh him. Uh, 20.
Okay, roll damage.
1d8 plus 3. What happened on my d8? There it is. 9.
9.
9.
He comes, gets right up to you. You're like, no, boom, right in the face.
Bam!
Taking 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage. He's taken a bit of injury, but he's still coming. He's still coming strong. And now that he's here, he's gonna take a swipe at you. That's a natural 20.
Aww.
Where's my other D6. Where's my bag? Yeah, he takes a swing, and this massive sword comes. You try to get out of the way, and it slices like right across your abdomen.
Ooh.
You suffer. Why is a great sword bludgeoning damage? That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem right. It should be piercing or slicing.
Slashing, yeah.
Slashing.
So I'm gonna go with.
Just make it slashing.
Yeah. You suffer 11 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
And he gets a second attack.
What?
That's cocked.
If you refresh your page, you should get my picture. Turn to beyond. There we go.
As he takes that, he comes around and he goes for where you got injured earlier on the leg, and slices right where you were healed just a bit ago.
Rude.
You take another 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. What kind of armor is he in?
He's got some metal on there. It's there's like a chainmail underneath a leather.
Okay.
Why?
I'm going to. Will he get an attack of opportunity if I back up?
Yes.
What if I cast and reverse at the same time?
Guess what?
Answer the question first.
If you cast and reverse?
Like if I walk backwards and cast at the same time.
So, technically speaking...
If I jump backwards? Oh wait, no, he hit me. I'm just gonna do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
I point my finger at him and say, "You'll regret this."
It's like the softest rebuke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's surrounded by hellish flames. He must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. What's he got to beat? So it's probably 13.
14.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to look that up, so I lost my spell. And then I roll 2d10. This one. Where's my...
Your spell says Dex 13.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the spell save. So yeah, a 13. Cocked.
Only one of those looked cocked. All right. That also means we're rolling d12s instead of d10s, because that's an 11.
Oops.
So both of those are the wrong dice, I think.
Yep. What's a d10 look like? This?
That, but smaller.
Yeah.
It looks like your percentage dice.
Yep, I realized. This one. Nope, this one's my wedding dice. Okay. $11.
Okay. As you say that, fire just erupts around him. He looks super confused.
I mean, it's fire. It hurts. No!
Looks super confused as the fire erupts around him and then just kind of piles on.
I lost a die. There it is. It's saved. We're good. Continue.
He tries to move, but it doesn't really quite go that way. So he takes the full 11.
Okay.
So, and now it's your turn.
Okay. Oh, wait. That wasn't my turn?
That was your reaction. Hellish Rebuke is a reaction.
Oh, cool.
Which is why you can only use it after you've been hit.
Yep. Okay. I will then... How hurt does he look?
He's looking a little rough, but he looks like he's got a good amount of fight left in him.
Okay. I'm going to cast Erupting Earth.
You're gonna have to.
Choose a point you see on the ground within range of 120 feet. A fountain of churned earth and... Oh, I need to probably move away from this. I'm going to cast Entangle instead. And while he's entangled, I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
So yes, Entangle.
That's a strength saving throw?
Strength of 14.
That doesn't feel right, but alright. As you cast Entangle, the vines that you had previously cast for thorns that he still wasn't able to identify at a point now shoot up sideways and kind of come over top of him, and they're like, they've literally entangled, like they've like wrapped around his armor. He's slashing, trying to get them off of him.
Ooh, cool.
But they're
pretty on there.
Completely wrapped around him.
Cool. All right. So he has to use his action each time to make the strength check.
Yep.
In this moment, I'm going to move about 25 feet away.
25 feet. You don't want to move just the whole 30?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move a whole 30.
Where are you wanting to go?
See the gash in the side?
Right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. But like on...
5,
like
10,
on the circle.
15, 20.
Go up 1.
25.
Yeah. Yep, that's where I want to be.
Okay, he does still get the attack of opportunity on you. It's just with disadvantage. Because he's entangled.
Fine.
Which he goes to swing, and the hilt of his sword gets stuck in a vine, and it kind of clanks to the ground, and
Yeah.
has to wrench it free.
Good.
And so he goes, it's his turn, he's gonna try and break himself free. He slices down at the ground, cutting it loose. Your entangle point was the center of it at him?
Yes.
Okay, he starts to move towards you. How long does your grasping thorns last?
You mean spike growth?
Whatever.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
I need you to roll two checks to see if you maintained concentration on it or not.
Oh, okay.
Because each time you got hit, you would have had to roll for concentration.
D20s?
Yep.
17 and a 4.
Yeah, so if concentration is broken, it's gone.
Okay.
But it would still be difficult terrain for
The
Entangle,
Yeah.
even though he's broken free. So as still difficult terrain. He just
Yeah.
isn't straight now. So that's 10, 20. He can get that far.
Okay.
So he's close, but
Okay, I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth. Choose a point you see on the ground within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point.
okay. Where's your center point?
I want the edge of the cube to be right between me and him.
Okay.
So yeah, the edge of the cube is like there. Yeah, like there.
Okay. So you want this? So it's a 20-foot cube. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So actually, right this line right here would put it not. It would put it around him and not reach you.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay.
Creature in the area must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. It's
And
beat 14.
yeah. 3d12 bludgeoning damage. It's also difficult terrain until cleared. A 5-foot square portion requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Huh.
9, 16, oh no wait, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
23 points of
23
bludgeoning damage?
Points of bludgeoning. I got 2 9s and a 5 on d12s.
He's looking real rough.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's still standing though.
Okay.
He's panting. Like, trying to, like, push off, like, some of the dirt and earth that bludgeoned him.
I like this high level magic.
You could do anything else?
Oh, no.
You want to just stay where you're at?
I'm gonna move north slightly.
Slightly.
Slightly. Like 2 squares north. Northwest. Yeah, like there. That's good.
Okay. He's gonna try and shake it off best he can and run difficult terrain, so that's 10, 20 feet and is up to melee range.
Just kidding, I took another step backwards.
Another step he still can reach you.
Northwards. 2 steps northwards.
But maps are hard, I know, but
I miscommunicated. I really went outside of the circle. 2 blocks northward.
I don't think you did.
Oh, I think I did though.
I don't think you did.
If he kills me though, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Well, for what it's worth, he rushes up and swings, and he still he trips on some of this uneven ground you've created. Swings wide. Sword swings around, lands in the dirt. Tip lands in the dirt. Comes back the other direction. What's your armor class?
I think it's still 14. Yeah, 14.
But as he comes back around, he slices, gets you right across your side.
Because you never gave me any better stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I just
You
get poked.
just now got buffed.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's better than what you've been getting. You suffer another 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. What's the likelihood that I'm gonna have to fight something else right after this?
I don't know. What is the likelihood?
I don't know. I want to use the big spell. Because I want to see how it goes. But he's almost dead, it seems. So I will cast a 2nd level Moonbeam. 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder on a point. Dim light fills the cylinder. It's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. Must make Constitution saving throw for 14. 2d10 radiant.
Okay, so you said it's a 5-foot radius circle. Where is your epicenter?
So he's within it, but I'm not. So like there-ish.
Okay. And you said it was Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Does that just half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And I need a 2nd d10. That wasn't a d10. Where's my d10? There it is. I can't see it too. 11 points. Radiant
let's see
damage.
the verbal, somatic, and material. What's your verbal and somatic?
I just do a hand down like from the moon, and I say shimmer.
As you say that, it takes a second for it to trigger, but having seen you already say things and make movements before,
Shit.
he goes, "Are you?" And as he says that, the beam strikes him. He falls flat on his face, and you hear a as his head
Ow.
cracks on the ground.
Ow.
He's not moving.
I turn him over, so he's not on his face.
But yeah, he's done. He's out.
Yeah. When he cracked.
Now all the like instead of light clapping, like you just hear murmurs from all the leaders around.
I very quickly make some good berries. I'll take that. I make some good berries and I feed him like 5 of them. Yeah, they're not always very tasty, but they make you feel
Oh,
better.
it's sour.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Tolly sees you make these good berries and actually starts swimming across the water towards you.
Come on, Tolly.
Ah.
I toss him a couple. After he gets up, I assume he just like flies up, because he's an owlbear. He like flap climbs.
He really claws his way up. Like he doesn't fly. He's not flying his way up. He swam across and like
Yeah.
clawed his way up. 'Cause, like it's not that high up out of the water.
Okay.
So he's munched on those good berries. Tiendir's like, So now what do you think? The man in silver's like, wasn't too bad. There was a lot of spells all at once. She needed quite a lot to take down one simple soldier.
Can I hear this?
You can hear it.
Okay.
Make a perception.
$22.
So you noticed that when you defeated this soldier, Alar was pissed.
Why? Do I know why?
But like as mad as she was. Oh, sorry, not Alar. My bad.
Filer.
Phylar.
Yeah.
Phylar was pissed,
Oh, okay.
which makes much more sense.
Why is Alar pissed? He should be cheering me on.
Oh no, he's ecstatic.
Oh, okay.
He's ecstatic.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um,
get why Filar's pissed. I just beat her best man.
Phylar's pissed. But then when she hears that comment from the dragon, all of her fury switches from you to him, and is somehow even angrier at that.
Oh, she's gonna get murdered. I pop the soldier onto Tali and have him swim the soldier across. Do it! I pop another good berry in his mouth.
He sits down.
Tali, do it!
They lower the ramp, and a couple of soldiers come to actually grab him, and
I'm trying to get my owlbear to do things I tell him to.
at this point, this is actually after that last perception check.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that Keth has actually showed up now. He hasn't been
good.
here this whole time, and now that this fight is over, you notice that he's there.
Okay.
You don't know how long he's been there, but he's there now.
Okay.
Just kind of like, like he's got a lot of respect for you
Okay.
taking this guy down. You also, because you rolled high enough, you saw a little flint of arcane energy from Alar.
Okay.
You didn't see where it went or what it did,
Okay.
but you saw it.
Okay.
So, Lavari. It's Tiendir talking.
Okay.
How would you like to do me and our distinguished guest here
Whose name? I still don't know.
a favor? Do you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Tiendir looks at him expectantly. Just kind of looks over at him. Looks back at you. And as he goes to say something, he's like, "Oh. I guess it's not quite over yet, is it?"
Shit.
What do you do when he says that?
Shit.
Is that all? Don't move, don't do it, just...
No.
Okay.
What's coming will come. I don't think I can prevent it.
Tali, who was... dang it. I need it to save my things, not just the ones that I upload. I gotta find the Olmir token again.
Oh, he's like a standing owlbear.
Suit's gone. Yeah. You... I assume we're facing
Yeah.
them over here. Tali was facing you,
Okay.
and you see Tali's head kind of go like this, and then he immediately stands up and turns around.
Like, which direction?
In the opposite direction from you, so he's now facing this way.
Okay. I turn around. I see what he's looking at.
From the side of the water, you just see crawling up this being. It seems to just be made of water. It almost swims its way up, gliding up onto the rocks.
I just like
without noise other than the splashing sounds of water as it stands there about the height of an elf, but much stockier.
this. Okay.
As you see this, you see another elf kind of you see someone you've not seen before pop out from the trees
Okay.
carrying like just a bunch of branches.
Okay.
She's pretty stocky.
Okay.
She's on the shore behind them. And the only thing that really confuses you about this is the fact, like, no one's allowed in the training area.
Yeah.
You're normally not allowed back here.
Yeah.
And this is an elven woman that you've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Except she's slightly shorter than the other elves you know, and quite a bit stockier.
More like half elf? I wouldn't know what that is though. I would though, really. Like at this point I'm not I'm not an uneducated forest child anymore. I've had an education.
She doesn't seem to be full-blooded elf, as best
Okay.
you can tell. But you're not quite sure what the other half is, especially given how far away she is from you right now.
Okay. But where is she?
She would be over here to the far left. She's off
Okay.
on the edge. You just hear her say, yeah, just coming in with just
Carrying
like
sticks.
a bunch of sticks. She's got like a giant backpack on her back. It's like, oi! What's going on here?
I look over at Tiandir and the other elf or other dragon whose name I still don't know.
That's where we're gonna end it.
Oh, you suck. You suck. Man.
What, sweetheart? You have a lot of things happening right here, right now.
Yeah. I
sorry.
need to write it down.
It took longer than I anticipated for you to get through the fights.
Why? You had a ton of fights for me.
I mean, there was only 2. Just happened to be.
Okay, well, let's record what has been done. So I ran to the village. Saw Tiandir in people form.
Tiandir in people form. Perfect.
+1 other dragon. Fought 2 regular soldiers of Phylars. Tiandir pricked me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Crimson. My intention was not for that to take that long, and so it would have, there would have been more for you, but
Gave extra powers. Would you say he was the top soldier under Phylar, the second in command, something like that?
no, but he was a high ranking.
Okay.
Like he'd be equivalent to like a sergeant.
So unknown half elf woman on bank. Outside training. Right. Okay.
Really, nothing about the water monster that
Oh,
popped
yeah.
up. Forgot all about that, huh?
Yep.
I guess it wasn't memorable enough. Guess I'll have to throw more things at you instead.
Don't be like that, Obi.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. As always, it is much appreciated. Bubbles, did you have fun?
Yes.
Do you feel prepared?
No.
It's probably a appropriate answer. Because again, this was another one of those opportunities where you're like, I can just blow a bunch of spells, it's fine. The only really way to get you set for is trying to figure out how many. It's going to be striking that balance between,
Yeah.
I gotta do damage, but I need to not blow all my spells.
Yeah. That's why I
Immediately.
was like, I don't know. So that's why I saved my big spell. My big 4th level spell.
Oh, you only have 1/4 level, don't you?
I only have 4th level. But I can cast anything at 4th level.
Right. Yeah, exactly, Crimson. It's the issue that all spellcasters have, where it's like, okay, I've got spells, I want to use them,
Yeah.
but what if the next thing?
Yeah. I mean, at least I'm not a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like, I have spells to spare. Essentially.
Hey, Vex. Yeah,
Also, did you like my drawing of myself?
it's so cute.
Like, it's very simple, but I thought it was cute.
We're wrapping it up. Some creature made of water emerged from the water surrounding the arena. Some half-elven woman appeared on the banks, carrying a bunch of lumber.
Holy shit, if she is from the village, I might murder her. If she's in here stealing wood from our trees.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Why does that make sense?
Because all their forest got burned down.
Am I gonna stream the PS5 reveal by chance tomorrow? What time is it? What time is the reveal at tomorrow? $9 a.m.? No. I have to go to work. Unless, 9 a.m. Pacific time. What is that, noon?
Ish.
It's noon our time. So not unless they send me home early. Which they theoretically could. Let me see.
Is that likely?
No, because I have prelims tomorrow. So,
Oh, yeah. So no.
so not likely at all.
You could always, you could always do it tomorrow night and comment on it.
Yeah. So yeah, we can always watch it and review it tomorrow. No, and I understand that, Vex, because that's what's going to be like for me. I'm not going to really have anything to do except for the fact I have prelims tomorrow. So, but if you want, we can start tomorrow's stream with taking a look-see-do at it. But thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. As always, it is appreciated. I will have to get in touch with Anubis to figure out what kind of NPC he wants for Bubbles' campaign. And also so that I can so I can get working on trying to figure out how they will get incorporated into this nonsense. Tomorrow we're still doing Darkest Dungeon for the time being. For whatever, whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, who's to say? Who's to say? But I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Cough into your elbows, not into your hands.
Yep.
Same with
Same with
sneezes.
sneezes.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Practice social distancing.
Social distancing. Don't be as close to each other as me and Bubbles are right now.
No, that is a bad idea. Unless you live in the same house with someone and then you already have their germs, so it's okay.
Yeah, I saw what you posted in there, which is just peachy. So.
Liberally use bleach wipes and bleach itself. Remember, guys, essential oils do not kill bacteria.
And also, Crimson, thank you once again so much for the tier 2 sub. It is appreciated.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.
Good night.